The race for the presidency. Have you ever voted for a class president? If so, you probably know that students choose between two or more classmates. These people are called the candidates. They want people to vote for them. They hang up posters, they give speeches, they promise to do good things if they win. On election day, the one with the most votes wins. The elections for the President of the United States are a bit like class elections, but they take much more time. Presidential elections are held every 4 years. The race for the presidency starts more than a year before the election. Who can be president? The president must be at least 35 years old, be a natural born U.S. citizen, or have lived in the United States for 14 or more years. Chapter 1: The Primary Campaign. The race for presidency starts with special elections. These are called primary elections. Most candidates are part of a political party. In the United States, the two main parties are the Democrats and the Republicans. Voters choose candidates from each party to go on to the general election. Some candidates stay independent. They do not belong to a party. The two main parties. The Democratic Party has been around since 1828. It aims to give all workers equal opportunities and justice. The Republican Party was started in 1854. The first Republicans were against slavery. Today, the party aims to protect people's rights. Most states have a primary election to pick the Republican candidate and the Democratic candidate they like. A few states don't hold primaries. The parties choose their candidates at a meeting called a caucus. During the primaries, the candidates try to convince people in their party to vote for them. They meet voters and talk about what they would do as president. Voters read newspapers and watch TV to figure out whom to vote for. The two main parties each hold meetings after the primaries. These meetings are called conventions. Each party announces a candidate for president and vice president. There are speeches and parties. They talk about their ideas. They plan their campaign. The general election. After the conventions, the final campaigns begin. The Republican candidate and the Democratic candidate travel around the country. They want to convince as many people as they can to vote for them. Many people work for each campaign. They plan events and raise money. To win the election, candidates need to know what kind of government people want. Candidates talk to people to find out their problems. They do research, they ask questions, and they collect answers. Campaigns in the past. Candidates in the past couldn't zip across the country in planes or talk on television. They got noticed in other ways. Cross country train journeys, known as whistle stop tours, were very popular. Candidates make promises about what they will do. Reporters and voters ask the candidates hard questions. They want to find out if the candidates' ideas will work. They want to know if there will be any problems if they elect a candidate. Debates are a good way to find out about candidates. The two candidates explain their own policies. They find mistakes in each other's policies. The debates are often shown on TV. They can be exciting to watch. Most importantly, they help voters make a decision about how to vote. Election Day. Election Day is the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. Polling places are set up. Poll workers help voters. They make sure the election is fair. Election day is exciting. Who will win? The results for each state are shown on TV. People estimate the final vote. Maps show which states gain a Democratic win and which gain a Republican win. Finally, the winners are announced. It is usually on January 20 that the new or re-elected president is sworn in. This day is known as Inauguration Day. The ceremony takes place at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. It is the beginning of the president's term in office.